You want to do the intro?
Okay, what am I introducing? Us and Game.
Us
this
and
is
Game.
chapter 3 of... This is chapter 3, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. This is chapter 3 of the Game of Thrones game. So in episode 1, we lost a main character due to stabbing in the throat by Ramsay Snow, which was pretty traumatic. Also in episode 1, I chopped a guy's fingers off.
3 of them.
3 fingers.
Yeah.
So that was pretty horrific.
Yeah.
Episode 2, we got to play as the
punk
Cell
goth
Swords,
brother.
the punk goth brother, and his totally badass lady friend, Beskha, who's probably my favorite character in the game so far.
Really?
Yeah.
Beskha. Wow,
yeah.
Okay.
Mostly because she has no interaction whatsoever with Ramsay Snow. Close second would be Mira, who killed a guy in King's Landing, and her sooty friend, what's his name?
Tom,
who is really good at hiding the bodies.
I think I can tell by what criteria you're judging your favorite characters, and thereby distance from Ramsay Snow.
Kick-ass women is also on the list of criteria,
That too.
but distance from Ramsay Snow is probably the
close second.
leading
Yeah.
factor.
Yeah, it's like kick-ass
Asher doesn't
women.
make the list because I think he's going back to his family, and that will bring him in proximity to Ramsay Snow.
So he has negative velocity.
He's dead to me.
Anyone who's going back to Ironrath or the North in general is dead to you.
Mira's like kind of iffy because she also could potentially go back there.
Ah.
Beskha, I see like leaving Asher and staying forever in the safe south.
She's about
Although if she wants to go north and kick Ramsay Snow's ass, she will still be on my good list.
Alright.
Only if she does that. And we haven't seen Daenerys yet.
We have not.
Did we see Daenerys?
No, we heard about her in episode 2.
No, I mean, are we gonna see her in this game? Do we know? Maybe?
I think.
Are there dragons?
There's a dragon right there saying Dracarys!
It's kind of beautiful.
It really is.
Dragon eating Ramsay Snow I'm also okay with.
Ooh. George R.R. Martin, hit us up, yo. Dude, hit us up.
Yeah, that storyline can be as anticlimactic as possible.
Like,
he can
seriously.
Come down with the flu and drop over dead. I'm totally okay with that.
He could catch a cold.
Yeah.
There was
that
there was that whole scene where he's basically like fighting the Ironborn buck naked or something like that.
What?
Oh, you didn't see that. Okay.
Is this in the TV series?
It's in the TV series. Okay. So there's this one scene where Theon's...
Ramsay Snow is fighting the Ironborn buck naked. That's...
Yeah, okay. Well, when you say it like that, it sounds less...
You said it like that! That was not me. Those were not my words. I have quoted you, Ramsay Snow fighting the Ironborn buck naked.
Okay, alright. So, here's what happens. This is shortly...
Oh, wait, no, I have seen this.
You've seen it, right? Like,
yeah.
Theon's sister...
So what happens is that I can only watch Game of Thrones while knitting, so that when scenes with Ramsay Snow come on, I can stop looking at the computer screen, but I have something else to look at so that so my roommates don't necessarily judge me for not being able to watch those scenes. So that's how I probably missed.
Yeah, there's this one scene where Theon's sister leads a whole band of Ironborn to try and take him back.
Yes.
Of course, this is after Ramsay sent his Willy to the Iron Isles. So she breaks in, she gets up to Theon, right? And Theon's sleeping with the dogs in a cage.
Yeah.
And she's trying to break him out, but Theon, of course,
and he's a hot mess. Yeah, no, I have seen this.
He's thoroughly done. And then Ramsay shows up out of nowhere in like his jimmies, I think he's only wearing his underpants or something like that. And
I can guarantee you I was not watching the screen closely at that point because Ramsay Snow was on it.
Okay. So your eyes just naturally avert away from Ramsay Snow?
Or I walk out to the kitchen and pour myself a cup of tea.
It's like, Ramsay Snow, I'll be back in 5.
Yeah, see you guys. I just remembered I have to call my mother.
So yeah, he basically busts in with all of his, what's the name of his house again? Ramsay Bolton. He busts in with a bunch of Bolton guards, and he has a knife in each hand, just his bare shirt and his underpants.
And he's fighting.
And he's fighting like fully armored Ironborn, and somehow
I don't think that's not canonical to the books for me. So
it's
in the
not.
books, Ramsay is like horrible and likes to torture people, but he's not actually any decent at fighting necessarily. Like maybe shooting runaway girls with a crossbow.
Really?
But like, I mean, is he really? The Ironborn are good fighters in the books, right?
Yeah.
I can't imagine Ramsay Snow fighting a bunch of Ironborn buck naked, as you so eloquently put it.
Well, he wasn't alone. He had a whole bunch of like.
Okay.
I think the Boltons outnumbered the Ironborn. But he was there, and he was just like stabbing people in the back and being generally Ramsay.
Great. Well, we have that to look forward to.
So yeah, if he dies of catching a cold, that'd be totally plausible. Because
based on that scene.
Yeah, I feel like he'd do something stupid like that.
I'm okay with him getting a hangnail and dying from infection too. I'm really flexible when it comes to how Ramsay Snow dies. As long as he does it, we're okay.
Okay.
Preferably soon, without too many more scenes.
Okay. All right.
He's gonna kill all of our characters in this game.
Don't say that. I just hit the start button.
Why would you do that? Okay.
I don't know. We're
previously
Game of Thrones.
on Game of Thrones.
To ensure there's no trouble, Lord Whitehall will install a garrison.
He's so
20 men within your walls. You have a man you trust?
He's like kind of creepier actually, but he's not.
I suppose the crown
awful.
would be persuaded to secure Ironwood from House
His
Lord.
face is weird.
Okay. Wow, the actor's face is weird.
No, the rendition, the artistic rendition of his face was like a little twee or something.
Might prove rather dangerous for you and your house.
We got this. We murdered someone in cold blood. Well, not quite cold blood. But...
I'm going to kill you.
Is that so?
I don't remember using those
I'm glad I
words.
found you, my boy.
No, I didn't
It's
say
been
that either.
Far too long.
Who the fuck is he?
Yeah.
My uncle.
Roderick? Roderick! Oh, the gods, it is you!
Sir?
This is a
Fetch
really
the maester! Hurry!
weird
Fetch the maester!
cutscene.
Well, I think they have like.
Let her go!
Oh, here we go.
Yes, this was a good scene. Get your murder on, girl.
Ooh. Oh, come on! We shanked that dude.
The Lost Legion won't stop
The severed arm holding a
until you
knife.
and your friend are dead.
I didn't kill him. I just broke his leg. There we go.
Yeah.
What, do you think I should have killed him?
No, I don't think you should have killed him. I'm the one that makes the cold-hearted finger-chopping decisions.
Oh.
She'll come back.
Beskha is missing?
If they catch her, they'll kill her.
We're still on the run from the Lost
You
Legion.
bet that? You
won't.
bet someone catches and kills Beskha.
She's costing us time. It's just that we need to get to
She
Marine.
had some lady issues
Every
to
day
take
you
care
lose
of.
here is a day
Oh.
that Talia or Ryan could be
Oh,
held to.
well,
Or worse. You must return home
Okay.
safely, Asher, and well, you have a history of putting your faith in women who may not deserve
Do
it.
not diss Beskha!
Beskha!
Yay!
What do you think? No?
She's
okay.
my friend, Uncle. She's been at my side for a long time.
4 years. 4 more
Was it
years. 4 more
Lost
years.
Legion.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Keep
Too many
Beskha
for us to
forever.
take. I counted about 24, maybe more, as well as horses. About half a mile down the canyon, and coming fast. Had to run my arse off to avoid getting caught.
Oh. She okay?
It's nearly empty. You two care if I finish it off?
It might be a while before we find more water.
Don't ask Malcolm.
Dying, though.
Nah, drink up.
She did just run. Like, you did just haul ass, so that's
Ready
okay.
to get moving.
I was in
Lost
a...
Legion.
I'll
We're
wait, I'll
100
wait.
miles from Yunkai. When are they going to give up?
You really should have killed Tazal when you had the chance.
Beskha
Men like
disapproves
that
of your
don't
mercy.
forgive.
But if I killed him...
His hand. Not the kind of thing a person forgets about another person.
He was defenseless. I didn't see a need to shed more blood.
And how's that working out for you?
Asher is a northern
It's only a
boy.
matter of time
He's
before
very
they overtake
House
us.
Forrester.
Yup.
Wonder how he would take to learning his little brother cut a guy's fingers off.
Oh, very poorly.
Ah, bugger a harpy.
Bigger a heartbeat sounds like a great idea.
Can we double back?
Not without meeting dear old Tazal. We're well and truly fucked this time, Asher.
During severe winters, when the Skahazadan floods, it carves out great underground rivers in the sandstone.
How do you know that?
And when those waters recede, those rivers become caves.
You're gonna drown.
And those caves might hide us, if we can find them. I mean, we're trapped for the moment, but all I'm saying is we needn't die here. Just standing our ground.
Let's spread out and look for cover.
If he's right about this, I may actually stab him.
Why would you actually stab him? Okay.
Okay.
So I've actually been in a canyon like this once.
Oh, yeah?
Before, yeah.
Is that gonna provide any practical... Quite possibly. Did you find secret caves? Where was the canyon?
The canyon was actually in Jordan.
Well, we can't stay here, waiting for your butchered friends to corner us.
Okay, yeah, guys, chill. Alright, so I actually was in a canyon like this once. It was 2010. Okay, I'll throw up photos and I'll show you photos
Okay.
of it later after this recording. I was in a tour group in Jordan, and we were just regular tourist group doing touristy things. So, have you ever seen the movie Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade?
Of course.
You know the Temple of the Crescent Moon at the end of the huge winding cavern? Cavern canyon? I walked through that canyon,
Oh, cool.
and I arrived at the Temple of the Crescent Moon.
That's awesome.
Except it wasn't a Temple of the Crescent
Yeah.
Moon. It was an ancient treasury, actually. So we started the day. We drove about 4 hours outside of Amman, Jordan, on a tour bus. We arrived at the start of the canyon, and it's this like, it really is bone dry, and there are two routes that you can take. One is the footpath, where you literally walk through the canyon, and the second route is people offer carriage and horse rides to
wow.
get to the other side. Like
On the floor of the canyon, or...
on a horse route that cuts through it. I'm sorry, never mind. Both the carriage route and the footpath take the same route.
Okay.
It's just that there's horse traffic.
Right.
So there's horse poop everywhere. But when you get down there, like, the canyon it's about as narrow as a normal single lane street. Like, it's pretty damn narrow. And it's like super tall on either side. I would say the canyon walls on either side of us were about, I don't know, 10, maybe 12 floors up. No,
Wow.
maybe more than that, actually. I can't remember. I'll have to look at the photos again.
As tall as your apartment building.
I would think so, yeah. Maybe 20 floors.
Wow.
20 floors on either side, and it was winding, and we walked the whole trip. It was incredible.
It sounds amazing.
Actually, it's like sheer sandstone on either side of us.
Sounds
and
beautiful.
Apparently, like, people in the olden days, they cut in little aqueducts into the canyon wall that filtered rainwater down to, like, the treasury or the palace that was at the other end. So it was amazing.
Is the in-game artistic rendition true to life?
Actually, yeah.
Cool.
Red sandstone and yellow sandstone on the ground for walking on. There actually were trees. Fig trees grew into the stone. Apparently,
trees are pretty cool. Trees grow through
apparently,
asphalt.
You're not allowed, like, the Jordanians were not allowed to grow fig trees in the cities because it would cut into, like, asphalt, concrete, like...
Very, very damaging.
If it could grow into a dry desert canyon wall, I'm pretty sure it can grow anywhere.
Plants are crazy. Like kudzu.
What's kudzu?
It's this invasive, fast-growing vine that's in, like, the Carolinas and the South American East Coast. And it's, I mean, like, North America, but Southeast in the U.S. now. It's invasive. I forget where it's from, but it grows incredibly fast, so it covers cars, it covers buildings.
How does it cover cars?
It just grows insanely quickly, and if you leave something unattended, it will be devoured by the kudzu. And
how do you spell it?
Kudzu.
Kudzu. Okay.
Yeah, and it's like just sheets. You'll look at pictures and pull up some pictures, but it's just like looks like there's this big green monster that's like coming up, hulking up.
How fast does it grow?
I'm not sure. I don't know, like, the square footage. So there's another one, duckweed, I think. That's an invasive aquatic, and it can go from, like, one... If you have, a couple of cells from a leaf, it can regenerate. So you can go from, like, a quarter of a leaf to
a whole
lake
plant?
being covered in one growing season.
That's like zombie plague level.
It is, and it's incredibly destructive to ecosystems.
If it's so incredibly destructive, like, what is its natural counterpart?
So it's because it's invasive. Like, it's
from another
eaten
environment.
by like fish, or it's outcompeted by other algae or something. And I think it's like probably native to Asia or something. But there's no. It's outside of its normal.
There's some Asian fish that like get transported over.
Oh yeah, and then eat everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause you American animals ain't know how to deal with Asian fish.
Harmed by plants. They're just like, no, what's happening? But yeah, the further south you go on the East Coast, the more aggressive the green things get. Like the kudzu just starts devouring, and it grows over other trees too. So there will just be like
it'll choke out the trees.
And yeah, and there's like green things growing, but then there's a layer of kudzu over everything.
That's spooky. That's like...
It is. It's actually kind of terrifying. Like, I'm not usually afraid of plants, but kudzu ranks up there with... Okay, not Ramsay Snow, but something less scary.
It's up there. It's up there. Okay.
Agreed. The faster we make a plan, the better.
Yeah, climb up that thing.
Gonna? Alright, let's take a look.
Sorry.
It's not gonna happen. It's too unstable.
Looks fine. You climb, right? What do you think? You think we can make it?
No,
What seven hells did you two do to rile these bastards so badly anyway?
You wanna look around at some other
back when
rocks,
Asher and
try
I
to find a
first started
cave?
running together in Volantis, we had a disagreement with the Lost Legion's commander, and it didn't end well.
You killed him?
Where's that there?
I cut his balls off.
Of course you did.
Good look at that one.
What do you think? Could we climb out of here?
Beskha already told
Pretty
you
steep,
now.
Asher.
And we'd be totally exposed if your friends arrived before we reached the top.
Okay. Yeah. Well, not with that attitude.
Oh wait, you can climb...
Do you think we could dig our way through? Or try to scramble over?
I don't know. Either will be slow and tricky. One wrong move and the whole thing could collapse on us.
Alright, Malcolm, what do you got?
You found anything?
Not yet. What's on your mind?
Yes.
How did you know about the caves?
Oh, that is a good question.
You are a Westerosi. How do you know about caves here?
Look at his face. Look at his expression. He's like very...
He's
He's happy and also guarded.
He's got that one eyebrow. His left
Yeah.
eyebrow is kind of like...
Maybe his face got stuck like that.
Don't make that face. It'll get stuck like that. You can't tell me what to do, Mother.
I like the crow's feet. I like that they've got some older characters. They're not, like, universally, like, youthful looking.
That's true, yeah.
He's got the, like, widow's peak.
Yep. And his, like, high, like, thin cheekbones.
Mm-hmm.
He's very...
With, like, a little too much sun exposure. Like, it's very, very realistic.
I think we've probably been out here for days.
Yeah.
So we're tired, we're thirsty, and we just need to go.
But it's not even, like, a red...
It's
so it's
dusty.
not even... Yeah, but it's not even, like, a rosy, like, oh, you got some sun over the past couple days. That's, like a year or a season of... You know what I mean? It's kind of a ruddy look.
Yeah, actually...
Like, that's Sam at the end of the summer after, you know, working on the farm all summer, not me after going for a run in the sun.
Well, maybe he caught a lot of sun on the boat ride and just traveling here.
Or just life, like, they're outdoors a lot more than...
I thought he was pretty pale back in episode 1.
That could be.
Yeah. I think, like...
Northerners, they're like a little vitamin D deficient.
Yeah. Okay. It's like, the sun! So much sun!
How do you know all that? About the floods and the caves?
I read all about Essos on the voyage over. Histories of Marine, histories of Slaver's Bay. I just hope it pays off.
Oh. So you're like Batman. He did his research. He did a lot of research.
So you're like Batman.
What? Batman does it?
Okay. I just think it's funny that that's your go-to example of someone who learns things by reading. Oh, Batman. or like everyone in your school acquaintanceship in your entire life. All the people that you know in the real world today also learn things they know by reading. Okay, you're right. It is truer. It's cooler if we decide to believe that he's Batman.
He's Malcom.
If he like tears off his vest, that's just like armor. That's like his bat suit underneath.
Yeah,
got, like,
he's wearing all black armor.
The jumpsuit or whatever. What do you call a wingsuit?
Yeah. But Batman. Okay, we need to work together.
We all need to pull together if we're going to get out of this and onto Marine. I can't have you and Beskha scrapping.
So much riding on this. Talia, Ryan, your mother. You and I are supposed to return to Westeros with a sellsword army, and I haven't the faintest idea how we're going to pull it off. So, if I seem a bit moody, that's why.
I think that's also a true point. Like, Asher doesn't really... I don't think he understands the reality of what's happened. Unlike Malcom. Like, I know Malcom came here and said, like, oh, there's god-awful things happen. But Malcom left before Ethan died.
Yeah.
So these two don't realize the severity of what's happened.
That's true. He doesn't know Roderick's alive, presumably. He doesn't know.
So... Malcom has a better idea, but Asher's kind of like, he's heard it all secondhand.
And he is still worried about his family.
Beskha came back. She risked her life out there, for us. You trust her now?
This may sound harsh, but Beskha's immaterial.
Beskha's not
I
immaterial.
have to put you first. You are all that matters to me, Asher.
Beskha matters to me. Let me know if you find anything.
Yeah!
I don't know how he doesn't look at Beskha and be like, oh, this is a good person to have with us when we go back and face
Rockslide
Ramsay.
looks recent.
It could have been caused by the Targaryen girls
that's
10,000
new.
unsullied marching through here.
Nah.
Go loot the
Something
corpse.
I don't want to touch a corpse. Wait, Beskha just said something, like, something big is here.
Hey, Beskha.
I think she said that Khaleesi came through with her 10,000 unsullied.
Blah.
I meant to say, thank you. I realise this isn't your fight. And Marine is the last place you'd want to go.
You're making Asher
Don't go
softy.
soft on me.
Oh, she likes you though.
Together till we're dead.
Well, if Ramsay Snow is his way, they won't be that long.
I like how you both came to the same conclusion. You and Beskha were both like, oh, don't go soft.
Beskha gets me.
Yes, a mercenary warrior woman from the east gets you.
Yeah, she's her spirit animal. Does he have, like, putty on his face? Like...
Who? Asher?
Asher. He's got, like, dirt. He didn't wash behind his ears.
No, he clearly did not. Yeah, that's
He's got
true.
mud all over him.
It's like, well, in his defense, we've been out here for days. And we gotta conserve the water.
And Beskha looks great. I don't know what you're talking about. That's what she's been using the water to just wash.
I think Beskha's been, like, intimidating the dirt off of her body.
It's a pretty effective way of staying clean.
It's like she wakes up, there's some dust on her, she goes like, oh no,
Get
you don't.
Yeah,
and just like
probably
vanishes. She just like, she looks at a pile of mud funny as and it like upheaves itself out of her way.
I totally buy that. Ooh, ask her about the Lost Legion.
Oh.
You know anything else about these bastards hunting us?
Well, obviously they hate you.
Thanks. I figured that out on my own.
You've heard the rumor, right?
What rumor?
They carve their faces up as an initiation. Flay the skin right off. Looks like they're inside out.
I do like her.
That's why they wear those helmets.
No. That's a load of horse shit.
She's like, suit yourself. Like, it's horseshit.
Oh, he is a softie.
Right?
He's like, doesn't sound good.
Like, he's thinking, like, people don't actually flay their own faces, right?
They'll get along really well with Ramsey.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you guys are cool.
Oh my god. Yeah, what would Ramsey do? Like, oh, I gain pleasure from flaying people.
Match made in heaven right there.
Yeah. Like, new sitcom. Oh, new singing. The Westeros singing group, Ramsay Snow and the Lost Legion.
Oh, man.
They'll be the most, like, metal thing to hit Westeros.
How do you come up with that? Like, what? You're like, oh, let's see, Ramsay Snow likes to flay people's faces, and these guys flay their own faces. That would make a great band. No!
No? Okay. Okay, no, guys. No.
No, Ramsay.
Cancel the t-shirts.
Ramsay Snow and the Lost Legion is not going to be the new.
Is that going to be the new
No.
most metal thing ever to
No.
hit Westeros?
No.
Really?
I think Beskha slamming metal things together and what's the sister's name singing and
Oh, Talia.
Khaleesi burning people to death with her dragons. That will be the new
Okay.
women's a cappella group.
Oh, it's an a cappella group. Okay.
Yeah, there's no instrumentation there. Dragons don't count. Oh, banging metal together, maybe. Okay, Beskha can beatbox.
Okay. Oh.
Or just beat people.
Now who's coming up
And
with
box.
this? She's beatboxing while beating people up.
Okay, I like my group better.
Okay, no, I'll admit.
Only because
Beatbox-
it doesn't have Ramsay Snow in it.
That's true. Beatboxing Beskha.
Yes. And the...
I don't know. What would you call Mira and Daenerys?
I don't know. What do they have in common? Almost nothing.
The princesses?
Khaleesi would take that badly.
Oh.
Meh. It's just Beskha.
Yeah, Beskha.
She's really she does her own thing.
She's like Madonna. It's just one name.
Beskha.
Look, Malcolm's all right. I promise. He practically raised me. You know my father and I didn't get along.
She
Well.
doesn't care.
He's an odd one. And he doesn't appear to like me much.
He has a lot of things on his mind.
The right things, I hope.
Beskha, if you see anything...
Alright. Now let's poke the dead body. Oh. Oh, honey,
Yes.
I played Walking Dead. That looks like a zombie from Walking Dead.
It's not a zombie. This isn't that kind of game. That's fine. I'll just slide over.
No, it's fine.
Hi there, Mike.
Ugh. Mike, you're being an asshole.
Mike. Mikey Mike. Mike and I are buds.
Mike's an ass.
Mike Wazowski! He's got the one
Mike-
big eye.
Mike Wazowski.